Okay. I love it. I love when we get together, just getting this screen back to where it's supposed to be. There we go. Uh-oh, my camera's a little low today. Let me fix that. Hey, y'all. Let me. There we go. Oh, Lord. Now I try to get that figured out before I get on, but sometimes I have a little bit of technical difficulties. Look at that sunburst right there. I received that. Come on. Today has been an interesting day, so I receive every blessing that's coming my way. All right, so if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you took a chance, some time to join me today. This is going to be a fun topic, but in the midst of that, hi, I'm Rashidat. I am a lifestyle coach, and I'm all about helping women learn how to fully enjoy life, not just when at work. Um, because we get so bogged down in our in the career, hustle culture, all of the things that tell us we have to work harder. That at some point we're like, well, when do I actually get to enjoy everything I've worked so hard for? And I'm all about helping us to be able to do that. So that's what this channel is about. That's the different topics that we always talk about. And yeah, if that is something that interests you, I would love for you to come back and join us every single week and also share this content with others as well who are on the same journey. So, yes, welcome. Take a second and say hello in the chat. Let me know your name, where you're from, yeah, all of that good stuff. Since I ran down the steps and came back up, I'm a little short of breath. You know how you start talking too fast and you're like, wait, your breath is trying to catch up with you. I ran down there to get my drink because I call this happy hour. So Freedom Fridays happy hour because I want you to bring your drink. This is about like letting your hair down and starting to like wind down and get ourselves ready for a restful weekend. So whether you hopefully you have the next couple days off, but if you're like me, I work this weekend, and so maybe you're watching this on a day when that's like right before your day off, or you just joining me live anyway. I hope that it gets you set up for good rest regardless of what your next couple days are bringing you. Cuz yeah, the more that we make space for rest on a regular basis, the better we all feel. And I can tell you that from experience. Hey Megan, I'm so glad you got to join today. Happy Friday. Yay! I love it when you're here. Hi Marissa, you're here too, friend. I love it. Welcome both of you. So, I did this little, not little, I did an introduction to let everybody know what we're talking about today. Y'all, let me tell you, I found this carousel that is about numerology and Reiki, and y'all, it is absolutely fire. So I wanted to talk through the slides together today and let you know, like, because I've literally been reading since my friend this sent this to me, maybe like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. I've been reading this carousel every day. That's how affirming and confirming it's been to everything that's been happening to me this whole year, and it's so encouraging. I think you will feel encouraged too. So I put the link in the description, but I'm going to bring it up on the screen so that we can talk about it all together in the midst of that. So that's our topic for today. But I always love to start off with celebrating our wins. So take a second. What win are you celebrating from this week? Um, please don't put any parameters on it that it needs to be a big win, or it needs to be something like crazy. Like, put no parameters on it. Whatever win came to your mind that says, what win are we celebrating? Say it out loud. Put it in the chat. Let's celebrate it together. I would love, if you have three, share three. If you only have one, share one, whatever. And if that win is, I made 2 million in sales, or if that win is I took a nap, whatever the win is, the whole range of wins is welcome here so that we can celebrate you. So, yes, that's the space that we're moving into. Okay, that being said, I'm going to share a few of my wins, and hopefully if you're that person that's like, I don't know if I have any wins to celebrate, then this is especially for you, because I know the people who come and join me. We are the ones who work really hard, and we're so busy moving on to the next thing that we forget to celebrate just how much amazing things we've already done. So I get it. No judgment, and you deserve to be celebrated. And if you start with just one, you'll be like, "Oh, I did do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, you did, boo." And then it's going to grow, and you're going to see just how much progress you're already making. And the reason this is so important is because you are not behind. You're not behind, sis. You're not behind. So make sure you take a second to put a win in the chat, okay? Listen, hey, Elizabeth, this is the first time I've ever met you. Welcome. Elizabeth said, I made it to my early morning workout class. I washed some dishes. I finished the climber. Girl, you got a whole bunch of good wins going on to my early workout class, girl. I haven't done an early morning workout class and I don't know how long. That is a whole win. You got your whole body ready to move for the rest of the day. I love it. I love it. Then you said I washed some dishes. I'm into that too. I'm with my brother right now, and y'all know how black people don't, not all black, I'm gonna say in general, I'm gonna say there's two sides to us. We got the black people who will use the dishwasher, and the black people who are like, the dishwasher is only used as a drying rack. Well, my brother is the people is the side that only uses the dishwasher as a drying rack. So I went to go try to use the dishwasher, and there wasn't no dish soap. So I had to go do the dishes too, girl. So we on the same page. We did some dishes some week. Lord, no, I did not want to do the dishes, but I had to sit down and do the dishes. I love it. I love it, Elizabeth. And then you said, I finished a client project. I love it. Tell us what you do, Elizabeth. We want to celebrate that too. Come on. Thank you for sharing your wins. Listen, you showed up and you said, oh, I can share my stuff right now. Put it out there. I love it. Share. Tell us what kind of business you do. Okay, Megan. Megan has some wins too. Come on, Megan. I love it. Megan said, I had the entire week off. Megan. Yes, I remember last week you said you had vacation and you were taking it off. Yes. Yes, and amen to that. Oh, how has it been? What's been the best thing that you did for yourself this week? I want to revel in it with you. Come on for taking a week off. I love it. I love it. I love it. Number two. Oh, look at it. Megan said, I took the money archetype quiz. I'm a connector. Yay! I love it, Megan. I'm so glad you took the quiz. From Denise. Okay, so here's the thing. And I love hearing that you're a connector, because I've been redoing or like tweaking quite a bit of my content. And the way that I've been setting up my content is to speak to, there's about four different archetypes that I like really naturally attract and speak to. And so one is the maverick, two is the ruler, three is the alchemist, and four is the connector. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy to hear that. Listen, did you get into the mini course afterwards that talks about some of the like self-sabotages, but then some of the strengths of your archetype? It's, listen, it is like, wow, like how you know me like that. It's some really good content in there. So I hope, let me know how deep you've got into it, okay? Number three, Megan said, still keeping up with my meditation. Listen, you gotta be at least 5, 6 weeks in. I'm into it. I love it so much. And I know it's got to be feeling so good, Megan. So I love it. I'm so glad that you're doing that. I love it. Okay, Elizabeth said, the client project Oh, the client project that I did, I designed some outfits for a local Kwanzaa celebration. I love it. I'm an artist, sewist, but my main business is an artisan handcraft from the African diaspora. I love it so, so much. Listen, I also attract creatives because I am a creative, okay? So my former career was in fashion design. My best friend that lives in Charlotte, that my god family, she's a print designer, but she's also an amazing, she paints, man, and she just makes it look so easy. That my other best friend has a fashion line. Yeah, I'm saying that to say creators be all up in my world. I love every bit of it. I'm so glad that you're here, and I love that you finished that project. Come on, boo. Get it. Get it. Get it. If you decide, I would love to see pictures. I'm a nerd. Not just a nerd, like I love to connect with you guys in that way, but to me it feels nerdy to be like that, but it's fine. It's normal actually. This is the part of social media that I think is actually normal when you actually want to see people's lives. So like Tracy will send me pictures of the baby, or Keena will send me content that she likes. You are welcome to do that too. If you want to shout out the different outfits that you make, girl, I want to see. I want to congratulate you. I'm on Instagram, okay? You can send me a DM at I am Rashidat O. I changed that handle a couple weeks back because I really wanted it to just be my name. So send me a DM with some pictures. I want to see. I love it. This is fun. You know what? Also, I am quite proficient at sewing, pattern making, grading, like all of that stuff. So it's like my world. I'm into it. I love it. I love it so much. So I would love to see. I would love to see if you're willing to share. If you don't want to share, no pressure. Please don't feel any pressure. Just if you want to share, please know my heart is ready to receive. So I love it. Okay, Megan said, my vacation went by way too quick. Back to work on Sunday. I spent the first few days fighting a cold. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't feel good. And I started my cycle yesterday. So a little vacation with a little bit of not feeling too great. I'm glad you didn't have to go to work through all of it though. So yeah, I'm sorry that it wasn't that you spent more time like recuperating than it did that you did actually vacationing. But I hope you're starting to feel better, Megan. I'm sending you all the healing juju so that you can receive that. Okay. I love it. I love it. Listen, I'm so excited. Come on for showing up with the wins, ladies. Today, y'all said I don't need to wait for her to give me wins. I got wins. I got wins. Come on. Now, can you see how much that makes me happy? I love it so much. Okay, so let me think. My first win. I am listening to this book called The Gap and the Gain, and it's really, 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 really good. Let me see. I'm also, again, this comes back to my nerd tendencies. I think what makes it a win for me is I love when I get a book that I'm like, this is like right in the vibe that I have been in. And the funny part was it was recommended to me by a business coach, but it's more of a mindset. Yeah, it's more of a mindset coach type book. And it's all about, or at least I'm on chapter like 2 or 3. And the chapters so far are all about understanding the difference between the gap and the gain. So the gap is when you're in this spiral of negative thoughts. And he talks about how it's probably he says that it is because um we have some ideal in our mind that we are not achieving, and because we're not achieving it, we're seeing as everything is negative. But a lot of times, he's like, most of the time, that ideal is just that, an ideal, like it's unrealistic. And so we haven't really got down to what it is that we actually need. And so, but to get into the gain, which you can take that ideal and bring it into something that makes it a gain, is actually figure out like what does it look like to live that ideal? Like what do I actually need from that? And it's so much of what I love to talk about inside of my program. So I was like, oh, this is a good book. but it was recommended to me from a business coach that actually was talking about how to build a course. Like it really didn't connect. She just talked about how she really loved this book, and I got into it. So that's a win. I love when I get a good book that I can relate to, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is juicy. This is good," and it gives me more things that I want to share with you guys. So there's that. So that's my first win today. Megan also said, okay, I did a little bit of a dive into the courses, but not all of them. I'm going to catch up though. Yes, it's like 3 or 4 different videos. And I don't know if y'all know this, but most content I listen to on at least 1.25 speed, if not 1.5 or 2x. Okay. So yeah, I understand. You're like, okay, get to the point. I get it. And I do think though the videos from Denise are really, really good. The way that she positions the archetype. That being said, I do think, and this is the reason why I want to get certified in this modality and recreate the quiz. I think that from a different cultural perspective, the archetypes would be described a little differently, and I think it would relate to us better. And so I want to get certified in this same modality from I think it's Kendra Saderhawk. I'm saying her name wrong right now because I'm having a brain fart. But I want to get certified. I already told you guys I'm getting certified in that modality, and I'm going to recreate this quiz with our context in mind. So I think it's going to be super powerful. But I'm glad you at least got what it is. I'm curious if anybody else, please, I would love for you to take this as the quiz and let me know what archetype you get. I think it's just really cool to know what archetypes I'm attracting as well, so I could speak directly to us, you know. So that's one. Okay, Megan said, thank you, Rashidat. I'm glad I wasn't at work for all of this week, for all of the mess this week too. uh Thankfully, next week is a short week though, so I'll still get a couple days off. Amen. Right? That's a great way to have it. Yes, to have a week before, then a couple days back, then a couple days off. I've had that this week. Usually I have to work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I have Monday and Friday off. But this week I had Wednesday off too. So I had to work last Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday was an absolute disaster at work. Then I had Monday off. Then I worked on Tuesday. Then I had Wednesday off. Then I worked on Thursday. And then I had today off. And then I worked these next 2 days. And then Sunday is my last day. So I get needing like a break in between. So I'm glad that you'll have that little bit of break in between before you get it. And then you'll have the holidays. So that'll be good. Are you hanging out with your family for the holidays? Is that possible? I hope so. Okay. Megan said another win. I saw my cousin again. Look, knock on wood. I just asked you if you were gonna be able to hang out with them. I saw my cousin again this week. We got to hang out before she takes her kids on vacation. Oh, that's so sweet. We saw a good movie called Sarah's Oil. Check it out. I've never heard of that one. You know, I gotta write it down so I could go back and watch it. Sarah's Oil. You know what else, y'all? I have not gone to see for good yet. So I was hoping that I was going to be able to make it to Charlotte to go see it with my god family, and it just didn't work out. So that's actually what I'm gonna take myself. That's my Christmas present to myself, is to go see for good. But I'm gonna add Sarah's Oil to the list. What did you watch it on, Megan? Was it on like Netflix or something else? What did you watch it on? Let me know. Megan said it's based on this true story, and Sarah also wrote a book that I'm going to look up. Such an interesting story. I love it. I love a good story, so I'm interested. You got me hooked. I'm gonna check it out. I love it. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, so I told you my first win was that nerding out on that book. That's always a win for me. My second win. Let me see. Let me see. I think my second one has been having the extra day off this week. Um, I'm in a transition a transitional space, and it showed me that I was a little bit more on a rest deficit than I realized. So I've been taking the time to like rest a little bit more and really recoup and not feel bad about it. Not feel like, oh well, I should be using this time for my business. I did use some of the time for my business and I use the other time to rest. And it's been absolutely amazing that way. So yes, that's my second win for this week. Okay. Megan also said we went to the movie theater. I'm not sure if it's Okay, I'll have to look it up. So that means it's a new movie. Okay, Sarah's Oil. Good to know. Good to know. I'll check it out, Megan. Okay. I'll probably check it out when I go check out for good because then I'll be at the movie theater anyway and I'll be able to see what all's playing. I don't have a favorite movie theater. Well, I used to. I don't have a favorite movie theater here in Georgia anymore. So I'm going to have to look around. Maybe I'll go to Studio Movie Grill. I'm not sure yet because that should be relatively close to me. Okay, so then there's that. Let me see. I think what's my win number 3 is that my last day is on Sunday. Not only that, my last day is on Sunday, but I'm also interviewing for a position that I think is going to be really, really awesome for me and a much better fit than the one that I'm currently in. And so I'm glad that the Jesus has been like putting the puzzle pieces, letting them fall into place. I did have a time this week, yesterday specifically, where I fell into the gap. Remember, I just talked about an ideal. The gap is when you're in an ideal and things don't quite work out the way you want. And then getting back into the game where you're like back in that positive mindset. And so and here's also the other part of it, like nobody ever stays out of the gap forever. Even the writer of the book who created this, he's like, I've been doing this for 30 years and I still fall into the gap. The point is to better understand when you're in the gap so that you could use the tools to get back out of it. So I was, just so much grace in it, and I love that because we're all human, and anybody that says we need to be perfect, I'm like, you a lie. Don't listen to them no more. Keep it moving. So yes, I was supposed to have my second and final interview for the position that I'm interviewing in and I'm really excited about. And they emailed me to reschedule because the lady had an unexpected the person I was interviewing with, the director, had an unexpected thing happen and she needed to take the day off, and so we didn't do our interview. And my gap mindset was like, oh, are they ghosting me? What's gonna happen? Like, I went into this spiral of like, oh, all of the things that could be going wrong. And luckily, I do pay attention when I get into stuff like that and I can pull myself back out. So I actually talked to my best friend and she was like, no, I don't think that's really it. And instead of like trying to, um, like convince her that I was right. I just took it for face value. I was like, "Oh, you're right. She just needed to take the day off and it's also the holidays and we'll get back together next week. It's going to be fine." Like I just accepted it. And it was actually really refreshing. I gave myself space to be in that gap where I had my negative feelings, but then I jumped back into my game. And I'm not saying that as like a toxic product positivity type thing. Like there are definitely times when we're down. And I believe in making space for that. I believe in feeling those emotions deeply. And let me tell you, I felt those emotions deeply yesterday. I was like, oh. But I think when we actually allow ourselves time to feel those things, we set ourselves up to better be able to move forward, to ask ourselves, what part of me is experiencing fear right now? And how can I serve her best? Because there's all these different parts of us that are feeling different things. There's the angry part, there's the happy part. There's all of these different parts. Um, and so yeah, I was able it helped me move back into a great mindset. I had another situation today where it could have definitely pulled me into the gap. And I was like, nah, we're not. This is nothing but clearing for the new year. So I'm gonna get more into that when we get into the slides. But so those are my wins for the week. Again, thank you to all three of y'all who shared your wins. Like, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, this is amazing. I appreciate when we come with the wins already. And if you didn't share any wins today, no judgment. There's so much space for you to share them next time. Or if it's just taking you a little while to think of it, go ahead, share it whenever you're ready, even if it's after this video. If you're watching a replay or you're listening to the podcast version, you can still come back on here on this YouTube video and drop your win in the comments, okay? And trust and believe I'm gonna come on there and celebrate you too, okay? So listen, share your wins. I'm into it. I'm so into it. Okay, Megan said, "Come on, last day loading." Yes, girl. I needed that energy. Last day loading. I'm into that, Megan. Did you see my face is starting to hurt from smiling so hard? Thank you, Megan. And interviewing for a better job. Yes and amen. I'm so excited about it. I think it's going to be a really good vibe. And there's something that was a part of me. Like, I just had this feeling like this is it. Like, it's not going to be the easiest transition because I'd be going to a new city that I've never been to and I don't know anybody. And it's not really a city that I would choose. But I also think like it's going to be a nice city. It's just going to be different. It's going to be in the mountains. So y'all know I'm going to be cold. I'm going to be in hats and gloves and scarves all the time. But I think it's going to be a really beautiful awakening and renewal into next year, which again gets me back into our topic for today. So I'm going to hold that. Elizabeth said, "Congrats on your wins." Thank you. I appreciate that. Congrats on your wins too, girl. Girl, can you tell us just I genuinely get excited about this. I so love it. I so love it. Okay, Megan also said, "I agree with your friend. It's the fact that the interviewer called to let you know that I would feel eases the blow." And you know what? I received that. I received that, Megan. I didn't think of it that way. Yes. Right, because they let me know. It wasn't like that. She let me know. I think the email came in at like 9:10, 9:15, which is like as soon as she started her workday and she was alerted of it, she let me know. And she let me know and said that we would reschedule for next week as soon as she had that person scheduled. Because I'm talking to the recruiter. And so the person who's interviewing me was the one who had to cancel. And she's like, as soon as I have her schedule, we'll be back to, reschedule again. I agree. It's the timing is going to be divine. And this is I had to say this to my friend today because I've had some other things that are just like all I always have so many things ducking and moving. But here's what I've been remember I talked about a positive anchor in addition when you're manifesting something, because there's going to be things that don't happen the way that you want them to or expect them to or hope them to. And so Denise Duffel Thomas talks about having a positive anchor. So what is a statement that you can say when you're getting into those feelings? And so my statement says, saying no to the company I'm leaving is my soft yes to my next season. And no matter what, no matter how the details play out, I completely love and accept myself. It's my time and I'm ready for the next step. Like, can you see? I've been saying that over and over again because I got it memorized. Okay. Every single day, it's written on my mirror. I'm saying it out loud. Like, it's that positive anchor that's been so helpful. So when you guys say things, it's just adding to that positive anchor. So if you're in a place where you're in a transition and you're like, man, this is not working out the way I thought, please get yourself a positive anchor. You just need to make a statement that reminds you that you are good. No matter what, you're good. And not only that, like you could make a statement that's like I had a statement when I was driving Uber that says, I get a lot of deliveries and I deliver to generous people. Do you see how it's like there's plenty of things that are probably not going to make me that are want to be contrary to that. But here's what I positively put the energy out towards. And when I do that, let me tell you, I do get more deliveries and I do get better tips and I have better experiences, and my people are like the people I deliver to are happy. So whatever you got going on, get yourself a positive anchor. If you need help, go talk to ChatGPT. Okay, or you can send me a message too. But ChatGPT, you could tell them like the whole thing, like have a whole conversation. Okay, listen. Okay, Marissa said, way to go, everyone. Amazing wins. Yes, girl. Yes, with the celebration. Come on. Okay. Michelle said, happy Friday. Happy holidays. Hey, Michelle. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Happy Friday. Happy holidays to you too. I'm so glad you're here today. Listen, y'all, this is going to be a good conversation. You know, I love when we get a good conversation going. If you all have any wins, I know you're just coming on, but if you have any wins that you want to share, you know, there's still time. Even if you're like, I need a little bit of time after the thing ends, the live stream ends, because I want to be present. Please come back and put it on the comments. We will come and celebrate you. That's one thing this community will do. We'll celebrate a sister. Come on. It makes me so happy too. And literally, this is what I was hoping it would be. So please don't hesitate to share your wins. Okay. So, that being said, our next step before we move into this topic, if you have taken time this week to prioritize rest, that means if you have taken 5 seconds just for yourself, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, hours, a week, however much time, it's not about how much time you took for yourself. If you have taken some time to say, I don't need to give myself to anybody else in this moment, I just need to do something for me, and you allowed yourself to do that, then you deserve a sticker. You deserve some positive reinforcement. You deserve somebody to say, yes, boo. Like, I want you to stick out your chest and say, yes, I took care of me today. Can't nobody say I don't take care of me. Like, that's how I want you to feel, okay? If that's you, then I want to give you a sticker. And here's the simple thing, you just claim it. All you do is put in the chat hashtag STICKA. Let me put it up on the screen, and you can claim your sticker. It's all for you. Whatever, this sticker is for you. Okay. So, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it in the spreadsheet, and every quarter, it's been slightly different because when we went in the transition, I wasn't sure how I was gonna do it, but at the end of the year, we're gonna do a drawing. And so, yes, if you're claiming a sticker, go ahead and put hashtag sticker in the chat. While you're doing that, let me go ahead and get the spreadsheet up on the screen so I can give out some stickers today. Okay, I love giving out stickers. It is actually one of my receiving stickers and giving out stickers are some of my favorite things to do. Oh, I'm such a nerd and I don't even care. Y'all know I don't care. Oh, wait, we got some wins. Oh, we got some wins. Come on, let me come back. Michelle said, win, paid off a few doctor's bills this week. Yes. Come on, Michelle. Win. High fives to that. Come on, girl. Congratulations. I love it. I love it. Marissa said, I love the positive anchor idea. I have I have to think I will make one. This is an art therapy assignment for myself. Yes. Oh, that's a good one. I love the idea of making your positive anchor into an art piece. And like, man, you could put that on your phone. You could put it on the mirror in your car. You could put it on your wall. And then, like, oh, I would love to see a wall of positive anchors by the end of the year. Like, all of the things that you've manifested and moved through positively. Cause we like, listen, we ain't letting the devil pull us down. Girl, I love that idea, Marissa. Such a good idea. Oh, oh. Actually, I think I'm gonna make that the topic for next week. Let's they talk about the word for the year, but remember, mine for this year was a statement, and now that I think about it, that's technically a positive anchor. My positive anchor for this year was make space for this year to be magical. And let me tell you, this year has been magical. I think I want to make a positive anchor for next year, and I think I would love for us to do it together next week at Freedom Fridays. So I'm gonna make that next week's topic, and I'll make sure I'll get it scheduled. Okay, listen, come on, Marissa. And if you want to make it into a piece of art, I would love that even more. Like I might try and do that on my iPad, and like we have almost like a music. Oh, I might pull out the music from the co-working session, and we like make our art, and then we can share it. I love it. I listen. You see, the ideas will flow. The creativity just flows out. But Marissa, you always do bring it. You bring some really good ideas, boo. You know I love it. Okay. Megan said, "Congratulations, Michelle, on clearing out that deck. Come on, boo. Are you sitting a little bit higher? Do your shoulders feel a little bit lighter? Like, girl, I know every time I paid off some debt, I just felt like, oh, like I can physically feel the difference. Girl, yes. Yes and amen to that. Congratulations. Marissa said, congratulations, Michelle. That's so amazing. And a grown-up activity right there. Come on. Adulting, doing it, boo. Yes. Marissa said, LOL, these typos, SMH. Thanks for thanks for bearing with me. Of course, boo, you know I got you. I broke my phone and the struggle is real trying to type. Oh no, I'm so sorry you broke your phone. Listen, were you and your son out foraging? What you doing as you breaking your phone? I know you were out doing something in nature, but I ain't mad. I'm not mad at all. We got you through the typos all the time. Michelle said, have you considered doing any of your activities on Zoom with us? So here's the thing, Michelle. I'm actually getting ready to launch a program. It's a refresh. Well, let me not say it. It's a bit of a tweak, but I'm launching a program that I'm going to be doing all of these workshops inside of the program. So yes, those would all be on Zoom. Yes, I did think about it. That answers your actual question. Yes, I did think about it. And the key is that this program it's a one-time price. And so once you get the course and the community, like you're always in it. And I really wanted to create a space where people are invested in actually participating. So this is my free community where we come in, and this one is a little bit more like we're talking, but we're not necessarily doing it on Zoom together. But there is space and will be space in that program where we all do this together, and that is a lifetime access. It's not a membership thing. It's just we all come in and we do this together, and that's it. Like I really wanted to simplify it, um and make it a experience that evolves with us, because that's the kind of experience that I've been wanting and I have not found. I've found so many coaches are subscription based, or you get a year and you got to hurry up and try to figure everything out and do all the tasks within the year. And I have not been wanting that in my own spirit. So I created something different where worksheet shops and things like this are all a part of it. So I hope that answered the question. I got a little passionate about that. Yes, Michelle said, thank you, Meg. I love it. I love it. Megan said, hold on now. Don't forget, I'm claiming my sticker. Yes, Megan, I got your sticker. Come on, boo. Let me get it right here, right now. Let me get it. And also, what's my screen doing here? Okay, good. Let me make that bigger. Okay, so Megan sticker. What's the sticker for today? Let me find it. Today is the 19th, right? Yes. Snow. You know what? I kind of want to make this. You know what? I'm gonna change this because I'm gonna use this snowman a little later. Since today we're talking about numerology and Reiki, I want to do something like the stars, because I'm like, the cosmos, is there something like that? Universe, I want something that looks like a universe. I don't even know if there is one. Yes, let's use that one. And then I'm gonna come back and use the snowman in a different one. So I'm claiming my sticker for this week. Where is Megan? Megan's claiming her sticker. Come on, Megan. Megan's been on a roll. She's like, listen, I've been doing my meditation every day for the last 5, 6 weeks. I'm getting my sticker. I ain't mad at you, Megan. I love it so much. I love it. Okay. Let me see. Michelle says, thank you all. Yes, sitting higher. Come on, boo. You deserve that sitting higher. Sit real good. Again, you get me excited. Come on, girl. I love it. Megan said, you are so welcome, Michelle. Michelle says that makes sense. Yay. I'm glad that makes sense. I think I'm really, really excited about this. Actually, y'all, that was the win. I forgot that was another win. I finished the landing page for the program. Thanks to you guys, you helped me name it. Keena helped me pick out the name Jaiye, enjoying life. It's in Yoruba. Uh Jaiye with Rashidat is the name of the program. So enjoying life with Rashidat. It's gonna be a flagship course. One time cost, unless you do a payment plan, but one time cost, and then you're in it for life, lifetime access to the community. I'm finishing up some of the like details and making sure all the links work. So I will have it for you guys next week. And also you go, oh, I have so many wins. I forgot about this. I also been working with the factory on the restful activities deck. Y'all, let me tell you. I love how it's coming together. I did have the factory and they were like, "Oh, I don't think I could do this. But what about this and what about quality control?" And we figured it out, and man, so now that we got the quote and we got like the templates for the design of like how the what the factory needs their templates, then now it's with my best friend and she's designing the graphic side of it, the artistic side of it, and then I already have like the different activities. So let me tell y'all, I've been making some progress, like, and here's what's crazy about it. I'm doing a lot of things, but I also been sleeping. Your girl ain't been missing sleep. I've been resting too. So all of that to say, I just got excited because there's so many good things coming in 2026, which is why this carousel, y'all, I just can't tell you enough, is about to hit. If you haven't seen it, I'm telling you, you about to love this. So yes, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. All right. I got distracted. You see, I got on a roll. Megan said, I know you've been talking about your new launch the past few weeks, but have you been sending out emails too? I need to make sure I'm still on your email list. I have not been sending out emails because I didn't want to get ahead of myself and be sending y'all a link that wasn't ready. So they are coming. Megan, I got you, boo. I don't know if you're still on my list, but I'm pretty sure you are. If you haven't unsubscribed, you still are. But in the next week, it'll all be taken care of. So what it is, I can show you actually. I have the landing pages done. I just need the links that they connect to all fit together and all of it makes sense. So yes, I got you, boo. I am excited about it. I have been talking about it for the last couple weeks, and it's about to be on and popping. This is about to be good. Ooh, it's about to be good, y'all. Okay. Yes, Marissa says sticker, please. Come on, boo. I love it. Claiming your rest this week. Let me get your sticker. Where you at? Here you are, Marissa. Stickers in the bag. You got it. I love it. Yes. Anybody else claiming a sticker? Even if this is your first time, you can still claim a sticker. You don't have to wait until the next time around, like to the next quarter. You can claim a sticker now. Even if you're watching the replay or listening to this as a podcast, you can come to the comments and claim a sticker. All you got to do is put hashtag STICKA. You don't need to say anything else. Just those, what is it? STICKA. Those seven letters. 6 letters with a hashtag, okay? And I got you. Okay, Marissa, I got your sticker. Okay. Megan said, okay, you just answered my question. Good. I'm glad I answered your question. Yay, Rashidat. Yay for celebrating with me, Michelle. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited for us to really build this community together and to continue to grow it. Like, I made a goal in 2020. I made a 10-year goal. So to have this by 2030. And right now we're in 2025. Okay. So we're like halfway through. My goal was that by 2030, the end of 2030, I want to have served 5,000 Black women. I'm obviously going to serve other people as well, but specifically, I want a count of 5,000 Black women that I want to serve, that I'm helping get to this place where we're moving out of hustle culture. And not that we're giving up winning at like getting more money or winning at life. Like we're not giving that up, but we're also learning how to just fully live in life while we're also growing whatever it is that we have dreams about. Like we don't have to choose one or the other. So I think now it's taken me 5 years. Anybody that's building a business, use me as an example. It takes time to figure out what's the business model. How do you want to connect with people? What's the best way to serve them? What's energetically best for you? And I think I finally have the business model that is it, and I feel so good about it. Like I know you've never heard me say. I've never said anything about this before, so this is a win. This is a deep win for me. And again, it really connects to this carousel we're going to get into. So that being said, if anybody else wants to claim a sticker, just drop it in the chat. I still got you. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. If I missed you, holler me out. Like hold me accountable. Let me get your sticker, boo. Otherwise, if not, put it in the comments and I will make sure I get it and add it in. Okay. So here's the topic of the day. Y'all, this carousel. Now I told Brittany that I was gonna do this. So, I'm not about stealing anybody's content. So please know I'm not stealing her content. And I've done this with other people's content as well. So go ahead, check out her page. If she feels like your vibe, go ahead and follow her. I already know I'm doing a session with her based on just this carousel alone. I'm not one of those people that need to know everything about you to make a purchase. So yeah, I'm gonna be setting up to do a healing session with her, which I think is so exciting. But this content is all about the transition that we're going through in the cosmos, and it's Reiki and numerology and how it's affecting us. So this year, 2025, is the year of the snake, and we're moving into the year of the horse. And she goes into some deep context about what that means, and I want to go through it with you. I want to go through slide by slide. So as I want to make sure we have a chance to read the slide, I want to share my thoughts. I want you to type your thoughts and share them in the chat. Like we might go over tonight because it's 16 slides, and I didn't already talked for an hour. And I should have only talked for half an hour before we got into this. I lose track of time. So, but I feel like this is just going to be so good. And I think it's such a good, like, even this, I would like when we get in the group, this is stuff that we're going to be doing together. Like, I would even make a worksheet for us to go through this together. Like, that's how this is. So, I'm going to read it out. I would love for you to share your thoughts. If you've already heard of Brittany, tell me about that too. But yes, this is some good content. Now, that being said, I'm switching back and forth between the chat and the screen share. So if it takes me a second to realize that you did a comment, I'll come back to it. Okay. All right. So Megan said, I've been seeing some stuff on TikTok about people mentioning the year of the snake, but I didn't get the reference. Yes. So I believe it all goes back to Eastern not mythology, psychology. I don't even know, but like Eastern practices around understanding the different shifts in the years. And like, how in Chinese culture, it always has some kind of animal that it's associated with, and that animal has a background around it. So the year of the snake is talking about shedding our skin, and the year of the horse is talking a lot about momentum. So let's get into this because I'm learning as we go. Like this is contributing to the conversation. Again, I'm not a numerologist or a Reiki person. I am a lifestyle coach. I'm talking about how we translate what we have, what this is saying to us, how we translate it into understanding what's happening in our lives. Okay. All right. So first slide says this December is the season of finale of a year is excuse me, this December is the season finale of a 9-year karmic cycle. If you've been wondering why everything feels like it's coming to a head right now, this is why. You're not imagining it. And I read that and I was like, yes, everything feels like it's been coming to a head. Not just right now, this whole year for me. Like my living situation changing at the drop of a dime. Spending the summer in LA, starting a new coaching program for myself, like getting like joining a coaching program, but then also making tweaks to my program, deciding to let my old group coaching program go and move to a completely different business model. Um, Spending a little bit of time in Charlotte, but for the most part, I've not been in Charlotte that much this year. And then spending some time here in Atlanta and then getting a job. Like there's been just so many things that I'm like, wow, this year has been moving full steam ahead. Am I the only one that's like, what the hell is going on this year? Like this year has been not bad, but it's been so much movement, but that there's been times where I'm like, yo, like, is it am I the problem that all of this stuff is am I making mistakes? Is that why everything is moving like it's moving? And here's what she says. She says you're not imagining it. Like you're not crazy. Like no, like you haven't done anything wrong. Like that's what's happening in the cosmos right now. I found that so comforting. Cuz I was like, "Whoa, like am I doing too much?" I'm all about like I'm learning how to not I'm a maverick is my first archetype, okay? You when you start learning about the archetypes, they say that you have um three top archetypes. So my top archetype is a maverick, and I've also my third one is an alchemist. Both of those archetypes are archetypes that are willing to move very easily. They're not ones that have to be stationary. And sometimes, I mean, for me, I'm really good with change. And then sometimes I could make change in places where I don't need to change things. So I was like, oh, am I overdoing it? Am I changing things that shouldn't be happening? Do you see how like all of this starts to come together? That's why I love all of these tools because you get to understand yourself in a different way and how we're moving through the atmosphere. Okay, let me make sure there's no comments before I move on to the next one. Okay, did I give Marissa a sticker? I did give Marissa a sticker, right? Marissa, yes, I got your sticker, boo. What was the next comment? Okay, I just answered your question. Okay. Elizabeth said, "Where can we find the archetype quiz information?" Okay, let me get it for you. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. I love Denise Duffield Thomas, y'all. Like, I feel like she's one entrepreneur as a woman that really is so down to earth, so relatable, so approachable in her content. Um, yeah, like there's so many things that I could say, so many great things about her. And so she's the one that I learned about the money archetypes for, and the one the reason why I want to get certified in it. I would love for you to take the assessment and please let me know, like, what did you get? I would love to know. Okay. All right. So I just put that link in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next slide. The next slide says loose ends from 2016. This is crazy to me. 2016, 9 years ago. That's why it says a 9-year cycle, because it's not just about what happened yesterday. It's a 9-year cycle. And I think that's so important too, because like when I do vision casting with my clients, I do a 10 years. why do I do 10 years rather than a year? Because a lot of times we overestimate what we can do in a short period of time and underestimate what we could do in a longer period of time. We don't necessarily always see how the things that we're doing a day today affect our future, or and vice versa, or how we could make plans for our future, but start doing baby tasks today that will build out to that. And so what I help us inside of my program, vision casting is a part of it. That's what we do. Like, we spend time. I actually made a playlist about vision boards, but I also made a playlist about doing this planning and reflection time in November, so that December could be your rest time and you start January already knowing where you're going. So we're baking in sabbatical time in addition to planning and envisioning time in November. And so I can get so deep into this. I'm gonna try coming back out. But the point is, like, this is like, wow, the things that were happening in 2016 are just now coming to a close. It's 2025. Like, sometimes time is crazy in that way. And we think that stuff happens overnight. And yet, this is a 9-year cycle that is closing. Like, things are closing now from 2016. 2016 is when I quit my job and decided to go travel the world for the year. 2016 is when I paid off my last debt payment. 2016 is when I had to raise $15,000 for international missions. 2016 is when I sold all of my stuff and left the country. 2016 was a big year, and now that cycle is just now closing, which is absolutely crazy to me. It just blows my mind. So, loose ends from 2016 to now are finally being tied up. This is the time to finish things or leave them behind. 2025 was a 9-year, the year of completion, release, and transformation, a year that required you to shed your old skin. If this year broke you down to build you back up, that wasn't random. That was the assignment. I read that and I said, if she don't tell the truth and shame the devil, she better come on and preach. This year, when I got rid of Meant for More, my former group coaching program, it was hard. I was like, am I doing the right thing? Is this what I'm supposed to do? But there was also something in me that was telling me to move forward, but there was a part of me that was like, not sure. And I read this and I was like, I have been feeling like I'm in that space to be breaking, like I'm slowing down to speed up. This was a confirmation for me. Now, I'm telling you how I've been relating to this, but I want to know, like, when you hear me say that, what does this bring up for you? Like, this is not just me. If you're relating to this, you're clearly in a year 9 as well. You're clearly in a place where the things that have happened between now and or 2016 and now, the loose ends are clearing up. Let me tell you, clearing out all old programs, getting rid of old friendships. Remember I told you someone I thought was going to be a close friend to me is no longer a friend to me. Like, all of these things have been clearing out. It's literally like we're shedding that old skin like a snake. I tried to get a picture of a snake to put on the on the thumbnail, and AI evidently doesn't like using pictures of snakes. Snakes are very much demonized rather than seeing them as sacred animals as well. So I had to go with the horse. But the shedding of the skin from a snake, I was looking for an image that would be a mystical snake coming out of that skin, and the skin is glowing. It's losing its glow as the snake is coming out of it, but also the snake is glowing as it's refreshed in its new emergence. Like, that is what I see happening right now. I don't Is that getting you excited like it's getting me excited? Okay, let me check the comments, because I start running down the thing. Okay. Elizabeth said, thank you. Yes, I love it, Elizabeth. Let us know. Take the quiz. Okay, let me know. Michelle said, I ordered her book because of you. It arrived today. Yay! Oh, which book did you order? Did you order Get Rich Lucky Bitch or what else? Or Chillpreneur? She has a no, not Chillpreneur. She changed the name of that. It's Chill and Prosper Now. That's another good book too. I listened to that one. I think you probably order Get Rich Lucky Bitch because that's the one that I talk about the most with the manifesting tips or manifesting steps. There's 5 steps to manifest. You tell I'm getting excited. I'm like talking super fast. Let me slow down. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't wait to hear how you like it, Michelle. Please let me know. Please DM me. Remember, I'm on Instagram at I am Rashidat. Oh, okay. I would love to hear how it goes for you. Elizabeth said, that's so on point. I know, right? Elizabeth, that's how I felt too. I got married in 2016 and that cycle closed this year. Girl, I understand that. And here's the thing about it. I was like, it feels weird, but when you move into such a new space, such a deep reset like this, like it does feel like, oh, like even as I pay off debt and things like that, you feel different physically, even though it's something in the ether that's changing, even though it's an electronic thing that changes, like it actually affects your body. So listen, Elizabeth, I got it. I see, I get it. Okay. Megan said, wow, this is interesting. I would say 2016 was the year that broke me. My mother passed that October. Wow. Wow, that is big. And then starting in about 2018 is when I left, is when I went on my search for purpose and meaning with different coaches. Wow. Wow. That is huge, Megan. Like, this is what I love about God. I was talking to my friend. Actually, I was doing because I had a client that I've been working for years, and we found I just ended our relationship because I'm moving into this new model, and I'm not doing one-on-one the way that I did it before. And I hesitated in doing that too. But then when I talked to her about it, she's like, girl, like this, she got all teary-eyed. This has been the refreshment that really set me up to be in the next season. And I was like, Lord, God has been speaking. And here's what we said through it. I said, this is reminding me of this piece of content. I said, Christianity, the way it is right now, limits that the only way that God can speak is through the Bible. But we know that's not true. We can literally hear him. And so I love when you get like a piece of content like this and it speaks so deeply to your soul because that's not some crazy unnamed energy speaking. That's just God using a different voice, a different way to speak to us. And he's doing it through numerology and Reiki. Like can you tell I get excited? So I don't know. Sometimes people, I was a little concerned that you guys know, and I'm a Christian. You know, I love Jesus, but I don't know that I would consider myself a Christian actually, but a Jesus and God lover. That some people might be a little worried about me speaking to this from a context of like Reiki and numerology. And yet it's so powerful. God can use numerology. I mean, do you not think he has the power to share with us in that way? It not saying that you guys do, but it gets me fired up because it's so like you said, Elizabeth, it's so on point. It's so on point. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting about that. Okay, Michelle said, yes, get rich. Okay, good. I can't wait to hear how you like it. Let me know. Okay, keep me posted. All right, so then let's move to the next slide. The next slide says December equals 3 energy. Now, listen, without her explaining any of this, your girl wouldn't understand. So I understand, Megan, I'm with you. You've been seeing it on TikTok, but didn't really know what it meant. I didn't really know what it meant until I read this too. Like, this man, I give Brittany her kudos for making such a powerful carousel with very simple and concise communication like that someone who's never been a part of it can understand. Like she did an amazing job with this. Killed it, Brittany. I love it. Okay, December equals 3 energy: mind, body, spirit, past, present, future. Everything is aligning. Nothing is by coincidence. Things are clicking into place in ways that will make you believe in divine timing again. Pay attention. The signs and synchronicities are loud this month. I said, girl, remember I just told you yesterday they canceled my interview, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was really excited about that. I'm not gonna lie, there was a part of me that wanted to be able to tell McDonald's, like, hey, I already got another job. Like, don't try to get me back. Y'all already messed up. I'm good. I'm good. I wanted to be able to do that. And then I read this and it said, hey, boo, things are clicking into place in ways that will make you believe in divine timing again. Whatever is happening, whatever reason that was canceled yesterday is divine timing. Whatever opportunities are coming are divine timing. Whatever time that all of my pages get launched are divine timing. And I was like, Jesus, I hear you, boo. I hear you. I'm loving it. I'm basking in it. I'm taking it in. Am I the only one? Is that landing for y'all too? Because I read that and I was like, it said signs and synchronicities are loud this month. I said, you right. They real loud. If I'm choosing to listen, because they could be loud and I could think it's talking to somebody else, but I was like, no, they're loud for me. And I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm receiving this. So good. So good, y'all. Can y'all see it? Let me see. Let me see what y'all said. Okay, good. All right. So then we get into this next slide. The next slide says 2026, next year, is a 1 year in numerology. Again, I don't know crap about numerology without this woman teaching it to me. The reason I'm sharing it with you is because I can't confirm numerology, but I can tell you what resonates with me. And this resonated. I was like, oh, okay. So 2026 is a 1 year in numerology, a completely fresh start. Every major planet is shifting signs. I don't completely understand what that means, but every major planet is shifting signs. Just that alone sounds like a lot. But here it says Uranus is in Gemini, Neptune is in Aries, Saturn is in Aries, and this is rare. We're talking total cosmic renovation. December is your last chance to decide what you're building. Choose wisely. And I was like, wow. I'm glad I told my community to do the reflection and vision planning back in November. I'm glad I did my my reflection and vision planning back in December. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I'm sure there's space. So if you haven't done that yet, there's space. We're still going to talk about vision casting and stuff when we start in the program, because I start everybody that way. It a lot of times this is more about when I'm doing vision casting, you've had all of these things running around in your head, but you needed to get them out and organized. So it's good. Don't worry if you don't have it to that level yet. You're still on the path, okay? But here's the other thing that made me excited. Two of these planets are moving into my astrological sign. So I'm an Aries, okay? And Aries, the animal for the Aries is the ram. I am real good at pushing my way, like muscling my way through stuff. And it says Neptune and Saturn are both in Aries, and this is rare. I don't know what that means, but I know that I've felt things that I haven't experienced in this way before. This year has been different. I have been different. I am not the same person that I was at the beginning of this year, and I'm grateful. I don't know what these planets moving are doing, but they're doing something and I like it. I like it. So, yes, that's how I've been feeling. Let me know if y'all have any thoughts about that too, okay? All right, we're actually doing good. I'm not slowing us down too much on this. All right, so then the next slide says the world is in chaos, but you don't have to be. Woo! The world is in chaos, but you don't have to be. If I don't believe that to the depths of my heart, I don't know what else to say. Because I believe that so deeply with all the things that are going on. Like I've had a friend who wanted to tell me all the details of all of this happening at this place, and some people that are like can't stop watching the news, and yes, all of those things are happening, but I'm not going to let any of that deter me from what I'm moving forward in. I'm not going to let those things bring me into fear. Listen, I got enough fears in my own head. I don't need any of those things. I don't need any of that chaos in my spirit. My spirit is moving in calmness and peace. Yes and amen. Okay, listen. Okay, let me read it. The world is in chaos, but you don't have to be. This month, get clear, get ruthless, get intentional. Ooh, and I love everything that I do in Jaiye with Rashidat is about intentionally joyful in life. Okay, listen. Okay, sorry. I'm coming back. This is the end of a 9-year story and the blank page before the next one. Whatever you've been carrying, this isn't whatever you've been carrying that isn't yours to carry. Whatever you've been carrying that isn't yours to carry, boo, put it down. This is permission to put it down. This is your cosmic reset. Listen, this year I had to stop enabling myself to be overused. I recognize that sometimes being the strong one means that sometimes the way we show up is we're in deep care for other people. And that's a beautiful thing, but it also tends to enable others to take advantage of us. And while part of the responsibility is theirs, part of the responsibility is ours too. This is the lesson that I'm going. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you that this is what I had to understand about myself as well. And I had to create some boundaries around I really love you and I believe in what you're doing, and yet even though I could probably figure out the answer faster than you, I am not going to figure out the answer for you anymore. I used to do it all the time. I'm not going to figure out the answer for you anymore. I used to be willing to do a lot of things for free, and yet, gosh, that was taken out of my pocket, out of my mouth, food out of my mouth. I just had to create some better boundaries so that I can be better set up to serve those that are willing to invest in themselves. And it started with me investing in me in these ways. If that makes sense, I hope it does. And it has been some deep clarity, and it has been getting ruthless about it. And it has been being very intentional and loving, and also still finding other ways to be a part of the people that are supposed to be in my life, to do it, to do that well, and yet doing it differently in a way that's not draining me, right? Again, like, I would love to know, what are any of these hitting for you? Because this has been hitting. Excuse me. Every single slide of this hits for me. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Cool. Let me go to the next slide. So the next one says, this December, we're decluttering, which, come on, y'all. We've been talking about emotional decluttering. We've been talking about the physical decluttering. We declutter our calendar. We declutter our windows. We declutter our email. We declutter our emotions. We have talked about decluttering this year more than any other year, especially after I got Denise Duffield Thomas's book, Get Rich Lucky Bitch, because she talks about emotional decluttering, especially emotional decluttering around money. And I think our emotional decluttering around money directly affects our ability to fully enjoy life. And remember, Jaiye means enjoy life. Like, I'm all about helping us fully enjoy life, which is why it was so powerful and so exciting for me to learn about the money archetypes and to come back and share that with you guys. Because when we declutter around money, that's a lot of times what's keeping us from living our fullest life. We're scared. We have some kind of fear around money. And so when we declutter that, we make space for even more. Okay, I got distracted from reading the slide. Let me actually read the slide. The slide says this December, we're decluttering, deactivating, de stressing, deciding, and detoxifying. Clear your space, release old contracts, choose peace over chaos, commit to your next chapter, and cleanse your energy field. Y'all, every single one of those things is things that I've been doing. And this last couple months, it's gotten even more intense. Like, I would have usually, this job that I have right now that I can do, but it's not great, it's not good for me. I usually will say, I used to would have justified staying there by saying, well, we have to do uncomfortable things sometimes. But that's the same thing. Remember when I talked about when Denise talks about we've been bred to believe you get what you get and you don't get upset. And she very much gave us permission to say, no, 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 no. Even if you start working to manifest something and it doesn't, you get it and it's not what you thought it was going to be, you don't have to just take it because you asked to manifest it. You can say, okay, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Let's try that again. And we get more clear, more specific, and better at manifesting what we actually want. And so it's like this is a decluttering the need or decluttering the guilt that makes us feel like we have to just accept or that we have to settle. No, we're letting all of that go. This December, we are decluttering. We are deactivating mindsets like that. We're de-stressing. We're not just settling for stress. We are deciding what we actually want. We're not just letting life come to us. We're not just letting it fall in our lap and say, I'm here. Like, no, we're saying, nope, that's not for me. Keep right on moving. And then we're detoxifying. Whoo! It just hit my spirit so deeply, y'all. Clear your space, release old contracts, choose peace over chaos, commit to your next chapter, cleanse your energy field. If you don't remember cleansing your energy field, if you're trying to do that one specifically, remember emotional decluttering is a great way to do that. It's just taking a second to whatever emotion that's coming up that's negative, that's triggering you, allowing yourself to process it and release it using the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love it because it's so simple. I literally did it for someone earlier today. I literally was like, person, I love you. Thank you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. It's just those four statements. And I actually do. You think, oh, that's so simple. You don't, that's not going to do anything, but it really does. Oh, y'all, it really does. It really does. Okay. Let me check. Okay. Rika said, yes, it has been a year of discovery. Come on, Ree. I know it has been. First of all, hey, I didn't even know you were on here. I'm glad you got a chance to join. I love it. It has been such a year of discovery in ourselves and ways that we're like, oh, I didn't even realize I was, at least for me, I didn't even realize I was doing that to myself. Let me stop that. Listen, it's beautiful. Megan said, a lot of this is resonating. I just started following her. I haven't decluttered everything, but decluttering has been an important point for me lately. I recently decluttered a ton of emails. Come on. And it's not an overnight thing. I don't think decluttering is anything that ever stops, but you start realizing that you're decluttering new things. Like you're not decluttering the same thing over and over, maybe different perspectives of that same thing, but it's like It's like when you go to wash a window, you got to clean the inside of the window and you got to clean the outside of the window, and then the window's clean. So you might have cleaned it from different perspectives, but it wasn't the same cleaning every time, right? It's the same thing before decluttering, and it is so beautiful and so important. I'm glad, Megan, that you've been enjoying that process. I love decluttering. It is the most freeing thing because it's also so simple, and I can do it at the drop of a hat. Like, I could be in the middle of doing something, I could stop, close my eyes for a second, process it, declutter, and move on. It is so freeing, you guys. If you're not doing it, I'm telling you, check it out. I learned it from that book that Michelle just talked about, Get Rich Lucky Bitch, okay? Get it from the library if you can't buy it, okay? All right. Let me get to the next slide. The next one says the full moon in Gemini is December 4th. I actually remember where I was on December 4th. We're going to talk about it. Secrets will spill, texts will be sent, conversations will happen, whether you're ready or not. This moon is exposing everything. If you've been waiting for proof, answers, or just someone to finally be honest, watch what comes out this week. Truth always finds the light. So listen, y'all, December 4th, I was actually at a training for my Starseed certification. And I was sitting with my manager, and my manager was just talking. I'm like, I didn't ask for the conversation. And he's just, a lot of it is him talking crap too. And I was like, I ain't been around long enough for, like, we don't have this kind of relationship. He's just talking. And I had already been like on the fence. Should I stay at this job? Should I leave? What should I do? And it just really clearly showed me who he was. And I was like, this is not what I'm looking for. And then by the end of that week, it says, watch what comes out this week. The end of that week, he did something to me that was terrible. It was enough for me. I put in my resignation immediately. 2 weeks notice, and which is why this Sunday is my last day. Um, and so I had been waiting for an answer, and the answer came through clearly, exactly as this said. I'm not making this up. I was just like, oh, now there's probably some people that's like, oh, well, you read it, so it's easy to assign meaning to those things. But is that not part of? To me, that makes no sense. Like, yeah, of course, like that's part of seeing patterns in the universe. So if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. But I saw this happen for me. I saw this slide like in motion on these that week of December 4th. It was the first week of December. I had just got back from Pittsburgh and all of this. And like I said, I was in that certification December 4th and 5th, which is the other reason why the date stands out, because it was a pivotal day for a lot of different reasons. So curious to know if that is aligning for you too. Yay, hey Ree. I love it. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. It says things December is asking you to release. The version of your life that looks good but feels empty. Y'all know I talk about this all the time. All the time. And it's not that simple. It's not that simple to just let go of the things that look good but feel empty, because there's a part of you that's like, but wait, aren't I supposed to want that? Or wait, is this going to make my life harder to refresh it? I get it. That's why I created a whole program around it. So I'm telling you, this is going to be such a great program. I'm so excited to launch it for you guys in the coming weeks. I'm sorry, I'm doing it again. Let me actually finish reading the slide. Okay, I'm here. Things December is asking you to release. The version of your life that looks good but feels empty. Relationships that you're forcing because you're afraid of starting over. Listen, that was me. The need to have it all figured out by a certain age. Me too. Other people's timelines. Listen, why is it calling me? Why is this slide calling me out? The story that you're behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Am I the only one that this slide is calling out? Because this slide is calling me out. I was like, oh, you just gonna tell my business. You gonna tell everybody my business, huh? And then I was like, okay, well, at least you got it right. But it was so good. It resonates so deeply. And here's the beautiful thing. This is not where it ends. This is just a part of it. But the next couple slides bring it back around. Okay. So the version of you that looks like your life look like your life looks good but feels empty. I love my life. And there's also things that are not, I told y'all, moving around all the time has its troubles. Trying to build the business while you're moving around has its troubles. Trying to show up for all of the people that I love while also feeling displaced in some ways, it's a lot. I try to be transparent about it so that nobody romanticizes my life. I do love my life, and don't think that the grass is greener over here. There's patches of there's brown patches in my grass too, okay? The point is not, and this is what I love about being a lifestyle coach. I hate working with coaches that say there's only one way to do this. I don't believe that. I believe that there is a method to my madness. But the key to my method is not making you live a life that looks like mine. It's about helping you create, it's about me creating a blueprint that we could personalize to you so that you could get all the things you want. So I can get all the things that I want. They're two different things. I want you to get what you want. I don't want you to get what I want. I want you to get what you want. And I love that I get to personalize that for every single person. Definitely one of the best things about what I do. I didn't get to do that as a technical designer. I don't even think I really got to do that as a missionary. This has been the way that I've been able to do that, and it's been powerful. Relationships that you're forcing because you're afraid of starting over. That relationship that I had to let go of at the beginning of the year that changed my living situation, that changed some of the stability that I had. I was forcing it, but letting go of it has been hard and yet refreshing. It was exactly what I needed. And I hope that it comes back around. I'm not like to hell with it. I hope that it comes back around, but I hope that it comes back around in a different and more healed way, you know? They need to have it all figured out. I will say this is one thing I gave up a long time ago, but sometimes I slide back into it. Because I am a visionary, sometimes I'm like, I I and a planner, a strategic person. I want to have all the steps figured out, but I'm really been this year. I've been practicing letting go of that, and even if I might have like 4 steps planned, instead of trying to make myself like smoothly move to each step, what I'm learning to do is take the first step, see what happens. And then decide, is the next step that I originally had planned, is that the right step, or is there a step in between, or does the step need to happen this way or that way? And so I'm reassessing after every step, and it does mean that I'm moving slower, and yet I have gotten more close. I have made more progress to what I want and moving slower in that way rather than trying to have all the answers figured out. So if you're the person that's like, I feel like I need to know every step before I move forward, I hope that that gives you some peace and some comfort, and know that you don't have to do it that way and you can still make absolutely great progress. Again, another tool that I teach inside. I've always done it, but this year has been taking it to a new level. I call it periscoping. I think I've told you guys that word before. I've been taking it to a whole nother level this year. Okay. The need to have it all figured out by a certain age. Listen, I'm 41. It's funny when I'm at work, I'm listening to the teeny boppers, 18 years old, even 25 years old, even like 30 years old. And I'm like, now I understand why the old people used to call, like older people used to call us babies, because they're like, boo, you don't even have a clue. I don't say it to them because I don't think it's helpful to say that to someone, and yet I understand why people have said it to me. Um it's just one of those things. I am learning. I think it's a constant learning because I let go a lot of this before of like, oh, my life needs to look a certain way. I let a lot of it go in 2016 when I quit my job because I thought that that was what success had to look like. I thought that, owning a condo and owning my own car, that was what I had to do. Um and I thought that was like figuring it all out. And when I let that go, my life like has changed dramatically. And so a year of coming to the end of that, but also knowing now my different understanding of what I want myself to look like has nothing to do with every age. It's any age. It's learning how to be who I want to be now rather than thinking that's something that has to wait until the future, and taking steps to be that person absolutely right now. Again, I talk about identity in my program. One of the first things that we go through is like all of the conversation and topics that help you step into being who you want to be right now, not sometime in the future. Other people's timelines, I'm always talking about like whether your parents, like my parents or my 97-year-old grandma, or my African dad, like other people that have their own standards of what they believe life should look like and how they place it on us, and releasing that. Like, this is all permission to release that. The story that you're behind, babe, I love it because it's like, no, you're actually right exactly where you needed to be. It's not what you thought it was going to look like, but you're exactly where you needed to be. It just, I so resonant for me. Okay. Um, I love it. Megan said, those last three bullet points stepped on my toes, girl. I understand, Megan. I understand. I understand. This whole thing has been stepping on my toes, so I'm with you. Michelle said, thank you for your transparency. Thank you. I wanted to be transparent because I think I'm human over here. Like, I don't want anybody to think that coming into my program means that I have all the answers. I'm saying I've been doing this for a while and this is something I figured out. But even that, I'm going to share my experience. I want you to share what yours is. And we're going to come up with something beautiful and magical for you. And that means that I have to be transparent about my own life in order to be able to create that space for you. So thank you for receiving my transparency. That's where I'm getting at with that, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you for receiving it. Megan said, I would say the last 4 points. The relationship one is speaking to me because I think there are parts of me that's scared to start over. That's why I'm still in my job. I completely understand that. That makes so much sense to me. I know I was scared to leave my living situation. I honestly should have left it at least a year ago, if not even more. Yep. I should have left it at least last summer, if not even sooner than that. Or not taking it at all because it wasn't the original plan. I almost wish that I would have never taken it at all. So I get it. I held on to it because I was scared of trying to do it a different way. And I'm in a place right now where I have a chance to redeem that. Oh, I didn't even, oh, Megan, I didn't even recognize it till I'm talking to you right now. I'm in a place where I have a chance to redeem that situation where I could take this road because it feels easier, because it feels more stable. Or I could take the road that I know my spirit is clearly telling me, and yet it's a risk. It's not super clear. It's not all figured out. I can tell you, if this road opens up like I think it's going to open up, I'm taking this road this time. We're not doing that again. So I say that to say there's redemption There's redemption in it every single time. Um, I love it. Megan said, at first I was thinking about personal relationships, but I think my relationship with my job applies to that point. Megan, that's such good insight. Come on. Yes, girl. Oh, that's really good insight. I appreciate that. Yes. What a beautiful way to understand how we relate to our jobs and these other things that we think that we have to have. Like, ah, such a beautiful realization, Megan. I love it. Tracy said, "Hey, ladies, I'm gonna have to catch the replay. I'm gonna have to catch the replay. My brain is not braining. No worries, girl. I understand. You can just enjoy the energy today until you get to the replay." Megan said, "No." Marissa said, "Hey, Tracy, sending you some mental refreshment. Yes, boo. Sending you all the mental refreshment." Megan said, "Hey Tracy, you know we love when you get up in here, boo. No matter what space you're in, we got you. We got space for you. I love it." Okay, so then the next slide says, "Dear December, woo-hoo-hoo. Dear December, bring me only what's meant for me. Bring me clarity that cuts through the noise. Bring me endings that feel like relief. Bring me beginnings I didn't know I was ready for. Bring me peace in the chaos. Bring me proof that I'm exactly where I need to be." Let me tell you, December and this whole year has brought me this. Bring me only what's meant for me. Was applying for a job at a company that I worked for before, and my best friend he's leaving that company, and he was like, "Listen, I really don't want you to apply. I know why you're applying, but I don't want you to go back. Like, I don't like this place for you. I hate this place. I don't want you to be there." And I was like, "But here's the thing. I'm just applying. Like, if it's not for me, it's not going to happen." And he was so riled up. But I had this very deep piece. I was like, if it's not meant for me, it's not going to happen. And guess what? We found out that them trying to hire was actually illegal at this point, because they just let go of a bunch of people. Uh, and you can't hire for a position that you just let go of someone else for, unless it was like disciplinary. But that's not the reason these people were laid off. So you can't hire for a position that you've laid somebody else off for. So they couldn't actually hire anybody. And here's what I said to them. I said, see, I said, if it was meant for me, it was going to happen. And if it wasn't meant for me, it didn't happen. And it's okay. It didn't happen. So it's just this prayer, bring me clarity that cuts through the noise. That was clarity for me. Bring me endings that feel like relief. This ending for this position that I'm in right now that ends on Sunday is relief. I think I told you already. I said, it's on my mirror. My positive anchor says, "My no to this position is my soft yes to my next season. And no matter what, I completely love and accept myself." That is bringing endings to something that feels relief. This is the ending that feels like relief. I'm like, Lord, every time I go up in there, I'm like, "Ooh, I'm so glad I only got till Sunday." Woo! It's a risk because I'm waiting for everything else to pan out, even though I do feel so deeply that I know what's coming next. But I could have let that fear hold on to me, and instead it feels like relief. So if you got anything like that going on, listen, allow that relief to come over you, okay? Bring me beginnings I didn't know I was ready for. I feel like a lot of that's coming. I feel like a lot of that's coming for me. And I'm just trying to brace myself. That's what I'm doing. Bring peace in the chaos. This has been this whole year. Our president, ICE, uh, own personal changes, like in domestically, internationally, in my own spirit, intrinsically, internally and externally, like so many things. Yes, I've been feeling this in so many different ways of choosing peace in the chaos. Everything else around me might be chaos, but boo, I'm good. I'm gonna make sure I'm sleeping tonight. Okay. That's what, and that's exactly why I'm not staying at this position, because it was starting to, its chaos was starting to like bite into me. And I was like, oh no, we can't do that. And then finally bring proof that I'm exactly where I need to be. So many things have been happening in divine timing for me. I mean, am I the only one? I really do think this is for all of us. And I think sometimes we just need a carousel like this to remind us, to help us see in the ether what God has been doing the whole time. Because sometimes we're just so close to we can't see the forest for the trees. Sometimes we're just so close to it, it's hard to see that. And yet, I see God has been doing this all the time. And I'm like, Jesus, hallelujah. Like, come on. Like, that's how my grandmother says it. It's beautiful. My 97-year-old grandma. Okay. The next slide says December 19th is new moon in Sagittarius. Wait, let me make sure there weren't any comments before I go ahead. Oh, because there's a whole bunch of comments. Um, Tracy said, girls, been sick with some cold or something. Oh no. Did Elohim bring it home from daycare? I hope you feel better. Megan says, sending healing vibes, Tracy. I was down with a cold earlier this week. She was. She didn't get to do as much as her vacation that she thought. Okay, so Tracy said, okay, so that December overview is beautiful, right? Right, Tracy? It's a whole vibe. Tracy said, did this start with your throat? Oh, for Megan. Yep, it's always does for me. Just scratchy and sore, then sneezy and runny. Y'all, I hope y'all both feel better, because I don't want none of that. Mine right now is a tension headache that I'm trying to get rid of, but I don't want none of y'all snow out. I already got the stuffies. Something about every time we get on the call, I get the stuffies. I hope you both feel so much better. Okay. I really do. All right. So let me get back to reading this slide. This slide says December 19th. Today is December 19th, y'all, just in case. December 19th, today is the new moon in Sagittarius. This is your cosmic reset button. The new moon prepares us to set out on a new path in 2026. This new moon encourages us to take a risk and follow our passions, even if the path isn't super clear. 2026 is a blank slate, and the Sagittarius new moon helps you decide on a vision for it. Come on. Listen, this whole week has been me finishing up and like really settling into the things that I'm doing next year. And listen, feels good. Like, it feels good. And remember, I love that word adventure, because to me, the word adventure puts risk and like trying something different in this positive light. That's like, this is a little scary. And it's also kind of like fun. It's like scary fun all at the same time, you know? Um, so yeah, this new moon, if I were to change the word, I would say this new moon encourages us to take an adventure, an adventure to follow our passions, even if the path isn't super clear. You see where I'm going with that? I'm like, oh, that's exactly what this whole year has been for me. And I know next year is it's still gonna have adventure. It might have a different, like, positive anchor, but it's still gonna be a year of adventure. So I'm super excited. Again, okay, let me see. Okay, cool. So then the next slide says, this December hits different because you're different. Yes, this December hits different because you're different. You're not the same person who entered this year. You've shed layers, survived the things you didn't think you could, and learned lessons you didn't even want to learn. December is your victory lap, boo. December is your victory lap. Walk like you know what you overcame. Walk like you know what you overcame. Listen, I said, wow. I feel like I got she just put a sticker on my chest. Like we give stickers out. I feel like this whole slide was my sticker. That was like, yes, boo. I know you've been through it this year. I know you've been through it, but we got you. Look what you did. This is your victory lap right now. And I was like, wow, I received that. I receive every single bit of it. I am not the same person that came into this year. I'm not. I'm not the same person at all. Man, I've shed so many layers this year. I have survived so many things that I didn't even think that I could. And I learned some lessons that I didn't want to learn. And I think I learned them well. Yes. Like, so I'm taking my victory lap. Listen, I'm like, okay, let me come out here and strut a little bit. Is anybody else strutting? If you haven't been strutting, please take your victory lap. December is your victory lap. Today, December 19th, is made space for that for the rest of the month and all that's coming. Take your victory lap and keep taking your victory lap, please. Please, please, please. Okay, let me see. Um, let me see, where was I? Megan said, okay, it looks like I get to do some journaling today. Come on, new moon. What do I want in 2026 to look like? Come on, boom. That's right. That's right. Write down what you want it to look like. I'm into it. Listen, what did I say I was going to do for next week? See, that's why I got to write stuff down immediately. I said I was going to do something for next week. Positive anchor. Listen, let me write it down right now before I forget. Because y'all know I get so excited and my brain will forget what I said I was going to do. Positive anchor for 2026. Freedom Friday happy hour topic. Okay. Yes, Megan. Yes, and amen. Some journaling. Come on. Elizabeth said, a victory lap. Come on, somebody. Yes, boo. Come on, somebody. Michelle said, so proud of you, Rashidat. I received that. Thank you. Thank you. And this is why I get excited, because it's not just me, y'all. I know that y'all been going through these things too. So I want to mirror that back to you. I am so proud of you, Marissa. I'm so proud of you, Megan. I'm so proud of you, Tracy. I'm so proud of you, Elizabeth. I'm so proud of you, Rika. I'm so proud of you, Tracy. Like, listen, I'm so proud of you, Michelle. Listen, ladies, there are more wins in your bucket than I know you've even claimed. You are not the same person that you came into this year with as being. You're not behind. You're not behind. Like, this is your victory lap. Take that lap, boo. Listen, take it. It is yours. Ah, so good. Rika said, I'm starting a new business and this is right on time. Come on through, Freedom Friday. Come on. Yes, boo. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tracy said, so funny you're doing this right now because I was trying to decide on my word of the year today. Listen, I get it. That's why I said we're going to talk about it together next week. So if you want to do it I'm going to have to think about it this week too, because I need time to think about it. So I understand. I want to hear everybody's either your word of the year. Mine is going to be a positive anchor of the year. Yes, let's talk about it next week. That's going to be our topic. Come on. The timing is right. The timing is right, y'all. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I've been reading that same piece of content. We need to talk about that today. Love how it's coming together. Okay, good. All right. So then let me see. The next slide says December isn't just about getting through. It's about letting it transform you. The uncomfortable conversations, the difficult choices, the moment where you choose yourself even when it disappoints someone else. That's not survival, boo. That's evolution. Listen, you're not surviving by doing these things. You're thriving, you're evolving. You are literally a bulb on of a flower, of a bloom that is starting to move and starting to open its petals. This is what's happening. Absolute beauty. Oh my gosh. So good. December isn't just about getting through it. It's about letting it transform you. And my experiences with this job, the conversations that I've had to have, the conversations that I've had to have with myself, man, difficult choices, yes. Uncomfortable conversations, check. Moments where I have to choose myself, even when it disappoints someone else. I've had people ask me, "Are you sure you want to leave? I really hope that you stay. Okay, if you're leaving, hopefully you come back in like a month." Like there are people that are still trying to train me right now when my last day is on Sunday. Why are you trying to train me when you know my last day is on Sunday? I'm sure you're having some kind of mirror of experience like that too. But you know what? You decided that this is the moment where you choose yourself, even if it's not what somebody else wants, even if it disappoints them, even if it hurts their feelings. That's okay. That's not survival, boo. That's evolution. Evolution. Whoo! It gets me so hyped. So hyped. Uh Tracy said, "Go for it, Rika. Come on, Ree. I love it. I love it, y'all. Rika's one of the best friends that I talk to you about in real life." I love it. Okay, so the next last says, "Sometimes truth feels like losing your mind because it contradicts everything you've been telling yourself. But here's the thing: let it contradict." Let it demolish. Let it rebuild you into someone who doesn't settle anymore. The discomfort is the transformation. I was just talking about earlier about how it's so easy to settle into these things because we've been taught to believe, and it's this like really subconscious thing, because I didn't really recognize it until I heard the statement over, and I had to hear it over and over again. It wasn't like the first time I heard the statement I finally got it. It was like over and over again that I heard Denise Suffolk Thomas say, "I had to stop believing that I get what I get and I don't get upset. I don't believe that anymore. I have the right to choose. I don't have to just settle. I don't have to say that this is the discomfort that I have to deal with. No, I don't have to settle for that anymore. Listen, that truth made me feel like I was losing my mind. Like, really? Am I sure as a Black woman, am I actually allowed to not settle for that? Am I actually say that I'm not going to just allow myself to be in discomfort? This is what it looks like to take our privilege and say, "Listen, no, I'm not dealing with that." Because the others would never allow that to happen. But we've been taught to settle for that. And so now we're choosing not to. Not to. No, 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 not anymore. That truth, that old mindset felt like truth, and letting go of it feels like losing my mind because it contradicts what I've been told my whole life. Like literally up until this summer, I didn't even realize, I couldn't even put words to it until this summer when she said it. And now I'm letting it contradict. I'm letting it demolish, and I'm letting it to rebuild me into someone that doesn't have to settle anymore. This job would be settling. That's the other reason why I'm letting it go. I realized that I manifested a job and it was not what I needed or wanted. And old me would have said, "Well, at least I have a job." And new me is saying, "Nope, we're not settling for that. That's not it. That's not good enough." It might sound arrogant and privileged, and is that not the point, that we all get to have that privilege? And sometimes it just means taking it. It just means taking it. This discomfort is my transformation. Is it transforming you too? I hope that as we read this and like life happens over the next couple weeks, that so many of these things start coming to mind and things start just like coming out of you. Like, oh, just refreshment, evolving, rebirth, like shedding the skin of the snake. Remember, this was all started with, this is the year of the snake, and it's a shed of the skin. We're shedding this, okay? Okay. Um, Marissa said, I have had so many uncomfy conversations this month, but I kept choosing me and I feel so proud. Yes, Marissa. Yes. It's so worth it. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, Marissa, do it. Tracy said, no, Rika said, thank you, ladies. Come on. I love it. Tracy said, Marissa, I want to hug you. Love that you are choosing you above all else. Come on. I'll send some virtual hugs. Come on, Marissa. I give some good hugs too. If we ever meet in person and you're not a hugger, you want to tell me before I get a hold of you because I got a bear hug, okay? Listen, sending that hug to you from Tracy to Marissa, all the hugs. Come on. Marissa said, thank you so much, Tracy. I love it. I love it. And hugs returned. So good. It hits for me. The next slide says, December is a month of decisions that finally feel easy. Woo, that feels so good to me too. Decisions that finally feel easy. Doors closing that should have been closed long ago. Divine timing, deep silence and stillness, definite knowing of what comes next, which I told you I already been feeling that. And then trust what's unfolding. Trust. Trust what's unfolding. Man, there has literally been none of this, any of this slide that I'm like, oh, I don't really agree with that. There's literally been none of it. All of it, I'm like, eating it up, eating it up, eating it up. Oh, listen, decisions that finally come easy. I've, yes, easier than I've ever had before. Doors closing that should have been closed long ago. Yes. Divine timing. Yes. Deep silence and stillness. Yes. Definite knowing of what comes next. Yes. That trust what's unfolding. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, if you're having a problem, if you're having trouble with any of this, know that this month is the space that you could take the deep breath in that. I truly believe that. Some of this, like I said, I needed to read this to like really align my spirit to see what God was doing in this month. And now I'm like, Jesus, boo, you getting it, boo. Come on, Jesus. Come on. Okay. The next slide said December isn't just the last month of this year. It's the last month of who you used to be. Walk into it knowing that. Walk out of it who you want to be. This is the assignment. This is the assignment. It's not, December isn't just the last month of the year, it's the last month of who you used to be. Man, I read this and I was like, wow. When I said that this month felt a little weird, I couldn't put words into why it felt the way that I felt, but this said what my soul was trying to tell, like the words, the connections. It was able to finally put words to what's been happening and I've been feeling, and I didn't know how to articulate it. And I was like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, come on. And then finally, she said, ready to close this 9-year cycle with intention. Book a healing session to clear what you're releasing from 2016. Remember, 9-year cycle, 2016 to 2025. Set powerful intentions for your 2026 fresh start. Align with your highest timeline. Activate your new beginning. And then she has in-person sessions in Scottsdale, Arizona, and virtually. And then the information is in her link in bio. This is your cosmic reset. Let's make it count. Y'all, did I tell y'all every single slide on this carousel hit? I mean, every single slide on this carousel hit. Hit, hit, hit. Oh my gosh. So that's why I wanted to share it today. I hope that it hit like it hit for me. Um, Let me see. Tracy said, that's me. I'm trusting a lot in God and in myself above us. So this is resonating deeply with me. Good. It was resonating with me too. I said, Jesus. Okay, I hear you. You said, trust me, boo. I hear you. When I hear the Lord say that to me, I have to like sit and visualize being in a car with him and he's in the driver's seat and I'm in the passenger seat. And I get to be the navigator, but some days, y'all, I be tripping. I be trying to reach over and touch the steering wheel like he not driving, like I'm driving. And he like, boo, if you don't take your hands off my steering wheel, you might be the navigator, but I'm driving this boat. And I'm like, but Jesus, are you sure? He's like, can you trust me or not? And I'm like, but I don't know if I can. And he's like, girl, you funny. Jesus laughs at me all the time. I don't know if he laughs at you like he laughs at me, but he laughs at me all the time. I be like, you right. I am funny. And then I get back into my seat. And then sometimes I try to reach over again. And he be like, sat out of me, girl, if you don't get in that passenger seat. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Jesus. It's learning to trust that he's driving the car exactly where it needs to go. I'm not an inactive passenger. I have a job. Mine is navigating, right? I'm still telling him where we're going, but he's doing the driving, right? Listen. So when I need to get back in trust, I always think of that analogy because uh I spend some time getting I be out of my pocket, out of my seat. Yes. Yes. Trust in God and in myself. Oh, above all. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. It was such a good piece of content for me. Like I said, I already contacted her. I'm going to be setting myself up to I'm going to get on her schedule to do a cleansing session. So I'll let you know how that goes. I'm sure it'll be amazing. Um yes. Okay. That being said, now it's time to wind down for the weekend. We did pretty good. I did go over a little bit because we're usually done at 6, but not as much as I could have. So remember, there are 3 things that we do to wind down every week to really remind our system that we're moving into a place of rest. Step number 1, get out your phone, out your tablet, out your computer, whatever devices that you use on a regular basis that you probably got 10 million umpteen tabs open, and try to close some of those tabs. Now, I know this might be a shock to your system. You're like, girl, but what if I need that tab? I found that a year ago. What if I never found it again? First of all, let me lovingly tell you, if it was actually a priority, you would have looked at it already. It wouldn't have been sitting open for a year. All love, no judgment. I've done it too. I do it too. Okay. But if you don't need it, put it into a note or to a list that you can come back to when you actually need it. But you don't need all the tabs because what it does is just like it's got your device saying running all of this RAM in the background, all of this memory in the background. That's a very great analogy of what's happening in the back of your mind. Every time that you open it or you see the tab open, the back of your mind is using up all of this energy to keep all of these tabs open. And if you close all of those extra tabs, declutter them, decide to declutter them, to detoxify and allow yourself to focus on where you're taking your future. Now you've got so much more energy that's not being taken up by these tabs in the back of your mind. And so declutter them on your computer, on your device, on your tablet, so that you have the physical space on your computer, but also the mental space inside of you to put that energy to what actually matters to you. So close some tabs. Close some tabs. That's where all of that was going. You said, girl, you couldn't say that a little bit more simply. I'm sorry. I did it today. I, I ran with it. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get a little poetic. Okay. I'm closing 2 tabs. I just closed 2. Let me see. This whole thing is gonna get closed. That's 3, 4, um, 5, 6. This whole thing is gonna get shut down. This one's gonna stay open. This is gonna get shut down. I think I'm at like 10 tabs, 11 tabs. Yeah. 11, 11 things I'm closing today. And that's just on my computer. Cause remember my iPad's downstairs. So I didn't bring that up as charging. So I need to close some tabs on there. And then I'm gonna check my phone and I'm gonna close some tabs on there too. Okay. This is giving us all mental space. We're doing some decluttering here. Okay. Elizabeth said, "You want me to close my emotional support tabs?" Girl, I understand. And yes. Oh, Megan said emotional support tabs is hilarious. That is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Marissa said, I cackled, girl. I did too, right? Tracy said, girl, you so silly in a Martin and Gina tone. Girl, you so silly. I love it. I love it. Yes. Closing your emotional support tabs is going to give you actually some more emotional support. So they're not running in the background. I love that, Elizabeth. I love it so much. So good. Okay, after you close your emotional support tabs, the next step is to like really ask yourself, listen, how do I want to like enjoy myself this weekend? What's my fun activity that I want to remind myself I get to enjoy my life? What is an activity that's like I just thoroughly enjoy this? You don't have to make it big. Listen, I'm not going to lie. My most enjoyable activity is eating. It's a shame that that is absolutely true. So my most, I'm gonna find something good to eat. I got those little apple pies from McDonald's. I got 2 of those from with my name on it, and I like them with just a little bit of salt on it. And I'm a watch some TV. I also have to pack a bag because I'm going to house sit next week. So yes, that's what I got going on. Which reminds me, Ree, I gotta call you. You might curse me out when I call you, but I gotta call you. So yes, that's what my fun activity is gonna be, making something good to eat. And then the next task is, what's your fun meal that's a little bit out of your norm? Like if you usually cook at home all week, what is what is a meal that you can afford to treat yourself to, that you go out to eat? Or if you go out to eat all the time because you don't have enough time to cook at home, can you set aside a little bit more time to make something that you love, that you don't get to make? You see how all of this is around really doing something to bask in the beauty of you. Okay. So these are the 3 wind down tasks. Let me see. I told you my fun thing this weekend is going to be eating. I'm also going into a house sit tomorrow. Um Actually, I hope that that lady confirmed, because she was trying to decide whether it was going to be tomorrow or Sunday. I actually kind of hope it's Sunday and not tomorrow. But yes. So uh my other fun activity, my fun activity, especially, oh, it's been warm. I'm trying to think, what is my fun activity going to be this weekend? I mean, I think my funnest activity this weekend is going to be saying goodbye to this job. So I might have to sing a song and say na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Listen, and you see, I got a cackle on me. I'm gonna try not to. I might not do that. That might not be nice. But I'm definitely gonna celebrate on Sunday. That's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. I'm gonna do something on Sunday to celebrate this as me not not just settling, not just getting what I get and don't get upset. Like this is me saying nope, that's not okay, and I'm doing something different. So I'm gonna figure out how you know what I might do. Oh, I might order me some vegan cheesecake. Pinky Cole just had a piece of content where she met this guy who makes vegan cheesecakes. He was at her store, but I wasn't able to make it down there that day. I might have to find where he is so I could get me a vegan cheesecake, because I love cheesecake, and that's the one thing I miss now that I don't eat dairy anymore. And that would be my fun activity and my celebration and my fun meal all in one. I'm getting a lot of celebration out of that. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. I think that's what it's gonna be. Tracy said, I think we all are. Being a foodie uh is jot only for me, or it's just only for men. Them apple pies be busting, girl. You right. I love a good McDonald's apple pie. They got a strawberry and cream one, but again, I can't do the especially McDonald's. If it has cheese on it, like I had a cheeseburger at McDonald's and I broke out in hives. And I'm not saying that's going to happen for everybody. If y'all been listening to my perimenopause situation, there are certain random things that break me out. And I can eat I can eat the like burger itself as long as it doesn't have cheese on it. So I won't even bother trying the strawberry cream pie because I don't want to break out in hives. So, but the apple pie, you right. Michelle, you right. The apple pie be busting, just like you said. Listen, Rika said, uh-oh. But she loved me. Rika and I have been friends, best friends. Well, we weren't best friends exactly the day we started, but we've been friends since, I'm going to say, it must have been like September 1st or like August 29th of 2001. And it is now 2004. We've been friends for 24 years. And we got best friend tattoos in the year of 2016. Look at that. We've been friends a long time. So she know whatever my shenanigans are, we'll survive. Tracy said McDonald's French fries hits better than that apple pie. But both are good. Damn, now I want more. The big back, the big back of me is calling. You're so stupid, Tracy. I love it. Tracy said, Rashidat, please stop talking about food. Now my mind is going pie, wait, fries, wait, lasagna, wait, cheesecake. Girl, stop. I'm sorry, Tracy. You know we do this every single week when we start talking about food. I can't even help it. Every week. And you know, we usually start with ramen. Usually ramen is the first thing, like, oh, we're gonna get some ramen. You know what else would be good right now? Some pho. You know what else? I really want chicken wings, but chicken wings have been breaking me out too. Isn't that crazy? And the most random thing, I eat chicken wings and I break out in hives. My hands swell up, my feet swell up. Okay, wait. Tracy told me to stop talking about food. I'm sorry. Tracy, you know that's hard because we like food. He said tramp stamp. That's funny. Yes, my big back. You so silly. You so silly. Megan said I was debating ordering pizza or wings, but I got foods I cook. Those delivery fees are stupid, girl. You right. You right. And since you on vacation, you got a little bit more time. So like savor it. Savor it, girl. Oh, Marissa said that's a beautiful friendship. It is. It absolutely is. You know what else is funny? We can we can actually count like the times that we've truly been angry at each other on like one hand. Like I remember it's I would say it's literally been like 3 times. Not to say that we always like that we don't annoy each other, but like angry, mad at each other like 3 times in a whole 24 years. And even when we do get mad at each other, it's da, 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 da. All right, you ready to go eat? It don't last. Don't last. That is a beautiful friendship. Thank you for calling that out, Marissa. I appreciate that. Tracy said, damn, Marissa, I've been baking some wings right now. Listen, I I got the George Foreman grill out so that I could grill some wings. And I just ain't went and got the wings yet. Maybe I'll do that for Christmas too. I really wanted y'all. I'm telling you for Christmas. Oh, which reminds me, what are you doing for the holidays? Because I'm not gonna see you again until after Christmas. We'll be preparing for New Year's at that point. Um, my Christmas, I don't know if I'm gonna go on Christmas Day, but I'm going to see for good because I have not seen Wicked Part 2 yet. So I'm going to see that. Maybe I'll get some chicken wings that day too. Or maybe I should get the chicken wings the day before because a lot of restaurants are probably going to be closed, which deservedly so. I'm not saying they need to be open, but the movies are usually open on Christmas. So I might go do that, especially because I'll be house sitting next week. So it's not like I'm not going to be at any family's house. But yeah. So, Tracy said Stranger Danger Marathon. You know what? You told me I need to check it out. I might have to check that out. I might have to check that out. Um, Tracy said, that's a good friendship. Nothing wrong with a little love-hate relationship. Listen, if we think that we gonna be in a relationship and never like be annoyed by somebody, I think we're lying to ourselves. The point is, can you be annoyed by them and still love them and still want to be with them? You know how when you be mad at your mama, but you like, oh, I can't stand you right now, but then you won't leave her side. Like that's how I have with my good friends. I got some really good friends like that, man. Enrica's one of them. So there's that. Elizabeth said, my parents are flying in for Christmas. Yay! What part of the country are you in, Elizabeth? Is it cold? I hope y'all gonna be warm. Either way, it sounds like an amazing Christmas. That's so exciting. That's so nice. Tracy Grease. That's so nice, Elizabeth. I love it. All right, ladies. You know, I love it. I love it. I love it. Coming on here and having happy hour with you. I hope that today's feature piece of content was super fun and encouraging and grounding for you. And if you ever have other pieces of content that you find and you love and you want to talk about it in the group, please DM them to me. Just hit the little arrow button on the comment on the post and send it to me. My handle is I am Rashidat O. Okay. Send it to me. I would love to use it for one of the topics that we use on Freedom Friday. Okay. This is a community. I love us all coming together for this. Okay. Um, let me see. Tracy said my mother hates me. She'd be like, stop calling me. Oh my gosh. Y'all are, listen, I thought this was the wait. Who's making all? Oh no, that was Leslie. That was at home with mom making the Grenadian food because I was thinking about the Grenadian food, but I remember now it was Leslie. Listen, well, sometimes that's a thing too with the moms. Elizabeth said, "Yes, it's cold here." Oh, girl, you in Minneapolis? Yes, it is cold. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you survive. But I'm glad you joined us today. It is definitely cold. I hope you got your mittens, your hat, your scarf, your toboggan, your snow boots, your extra layers. Listen, stay warm, boo. Stay warm. Tracy said, ooh, Rashidat, I'll send you some pics of Ellen, his first. No. Yes, please send it to me. I was just telling the girls earlier, like if the because Elizabeth just finished a project where she was creating some outfits for Kwanzaa. And I was like, listen, I love when the ladies send me pictures. So if you want to send me pictures, please do. Remember, I didn't say my Instagram a couple times. My Instagram is at I am Rashidat O. Send it to me there. Okay. You know what? Oh, my Instagram is in my DM link is in the description of this video. If you want to just click on that. Okay. Yes. Okay. Marissa said, I'm cleaning and massively decluttering my creative spaces in my home as a New Year's gift to myself. I'm really excited. Come on, girl. I love that. Like, giving so much creative space. I was watching a reel today. It says, what you think living with the artist look like. And it was like all the paint really pretty. It was like really picturesque. And then, of course, it said what living with an artist really looks like. And it was like, uh, all of the brushes were none of the brushes were put away, like paint was in different places, there was crumpled jars all over the place, and I was like, I get it. That's what the creative vibe looks like sometimes, but we got space for that. It's all good. So I love that, Marissa. That's a beautiful gift to yourself to start to the new year, a refreshment of your creative space. I love it. I love it. I love it. Especially, oh, because you just made me think of that picture that you put on the puzzle that I loved. Oh, that's so beautiful. I can't wait for you to make new things in the next year. I love it. I love it. Tracy said Minnesota snow hits different than New York and New Jersey snow. Damn, right? Girl, listen. That's I can't even. I couldn't. You know what? I thought about this was way before Target rolled back its DEI, but I thought about moving to Minneapolis to work for Target, and I my one thing was like, y'all got to pay me enough that I could live within the skywalk because I'm not coming out of the building. I'm not going outside from literally November to March, or actually, it might be even longer than that. It'd probably be like October to May. So I need to be able to not have to go outside. I need y'all to make sure you pay me enough money that I could live downtown like that. Like, I don't know how you do it, girl, because I can't do the cold. I agree with Tracy. That cold hits different. And it's different than Colorado as well, because the thing with Colorado is since it's a high elevation, it might snow, but it doesn't stay. Like, it melts within the next 72 hours. That's It's not like that. And listen, Minneapolis got the same snow from October all the way to May. I don't know how you do it, girl. I'm sending you all the warmth. I hope you get an electric blanket for Christmas in Jesus' name, because I can't. Marissa said, it was a great live. I really enjoyed you all. Thank you, Rashidat, for holding this space for us. Yay! It was such a great time. Thank you for saying that, Marissa. You know, I love it. I love this space for us. I love when we come together, and I love when the conversation is good. Thank y'all all for participating. Tracy said, hibernating. Yes. Yes, Minneapolis is where I would go to hibernate. If I get this job, it's going to be in Asheville in the mountains, and I'm going to be hibernating. I already said that to myself. I'm going to be hibernating, and I'm actually okay with that. I'm actually looking for some time to hibernate. But yes, hibernation will be a thing. Tracy's no, Elizabeth said, yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, but now that I've ended my 9-year cycle, marriage, come on, girl. You did say that. You said you ended that 9-year cycle. Come on, boom. I'm ready to go be somewhere warm. Yes, girl. I love it. We're the top 3. Do you have places on your list? If you want to share, you don't have to, but yeah, I'm always down for a place that's 90 degrees in the breeze. Most people are like 70 degrees in the breeze, but I like it kind of warm. So where do you have on your list? I would love to hear. Tracy said, Elizabeth, I'm a vote for Florida in Jesus' name. Yes. Listen, I'm not for me, not even just Florida. I'm like, the next time I move, I think I either want to go to like a Houston or a Miami. Like, I want to go to the southernmost tips of the United States. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah. So I'm curious where you have in mind. Okay, Elizabeth says, thinking of Atlanta. Ultimately would like to live in Jamaica for a while. Girl, I'm down for that too. I've been looking at Curacao, because Aruba is 90 degrees in the breeze. That's where I actually, whenever I say that, I went to Aruba for a vacation, And when I asked the locals like what it was like all year round, that was what they said. They said, I loved the 90 degrees and the breeze. And I said, listen, I'm down for that Aruba life for the rest of my life. I'm like, you could give me a tramp stamp that says Aruba. I'd be like, I'm yours, boo. I'm yours. So I understand. I've never been to Jamaica, but I need to check it out. It's funny. I've been to so many other places, uh tropical places, but I haven't been to Jamaica. I've been to Cozumel, I've been to Cancun, Riviera Maya. I've been to the Bahamas, even though that was a long time ago. I've been to Aruba. I lived in Costa Rica. I've never been to Jamaica. I tried to go to the Dominican Republic and that didn't quite work out. So, yeah. Listen, Michelle said Asheville. That I could come and hang out. I know because you're over. Wait, you're over in Greenville. Wait, is how close is Greenville to Asheville? I didn't realize that Greenville and Asheville are that close. Wow, I did not know that. Tracy said Jamaica man. I don't have a great accent, so forgive me, Tracy, if I mess it up. Because Tracy is from the Caribbean. Elizabeth said, Tracy, what island are you from? Girl, you haven't been to Grenada. I have not. I need to come over there. And I need to go when you or Leslie goes home so I could be with y'all. Like, cause I know it's gonna be a whole vibe. So yes, Elizabeth, Tracy is from Grenada, but she's in New York now. Marissa said, okay, I'm calling in Aruba and a tiny house for you. Come on, Marissa. You know what I like. You know what I like. You know what too? The other thing that I would love about Asheville, I think that I would actually be able to get into like get into my tiny house, like once I get everything set up to be able to I think that I'll be able to park my tiny house in Asheville pretty easily, and then it'd be ready. Then I would have it and I'd be ready to move it to Aruba. So I'm like thinking of all of those being put into motion. Yes, girl. Okay. Tracy said Grenada. Both Leslin and I are from there. Yes. Tracy said, I heard Aruba is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the water is warm, like a nice pool. It's clear, like pool water with beautiful white sands. Even though I do like a black sand beach too. I've been to a black sand beach in Costa Rica because they have like ash, volcanic ash in the sand, but Aruba is just and the coves are just beautiful. You can sit down in the coves and the water is so calm. Like it's just yeah. It's been When did I go to Aruba? I was living in California. So I must have went to Aruba in like 2008, 2009. So it's been a little bit, but y'all, I say everybody should go to Aruba. Everybody. It's just beautiful. Okay. Michelle said about an hour and 15 minutes. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind, Michelle. And honestly, I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to get together like on my way over there. I have this feeling that that's what's going to happen. Like I have this feeling I'm going to be in Asheville. I wouldn't have planned it this way, and yet it feels like it's right. Going back to what those slides say. So there's that. Okay. Um Tracy said, "Girl, texting ain't my forte." No judgment, Tracy. No worries. I know it's hard trying to keep up with the texting while I just get to talk it out. So I understand. I understand. Megan said, I've been to Aruba. I loved it. Want to go back. Girl, right. I'm right there with you. Marissa said, I'm struggling with texting too. We understand you. Yes, girl. I understand. I might have to read it a little slow and then I get it. But we got it. I got it. We're good. Yes, Tracy said, thanks, Marissa. I love it. Listen, no problem at all. No problem at all. All right, ladies, my stomach is starting to growl and it's saying, hey, boo, remember you just talked about all of that food that Tracy told us to stop talking about? Now it's time for you to go eat. So I'm going to go make myself something to eat. I'm going to pack my bag for this house sit. I have to be to work at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I'm going to go to bed rather early. And it's going to be a great weekend because on Sunday, I say, na, 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 hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Yes, Marissa said bye for now, ladies. Yes, have a great weekend. As Elizabeth said, I love you all. Have such a great weekend. Let me go ahead and put my outro on. I like to have my little outro going. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking because I love y'all so much. I always have such a good time. Oh, because we have such good conversations. I love it. I love it. Yes. Marissa said, but yeah, I got you. Marissa said, bye for now. Tracy said, where are you? Ricky, don't kill me, but I'm in Georgia. That's why I gotta call Ricky out. I can't go out. It's all right. I'm gonna call her name. Great holiday, everyone. Enjoy yourself. Yay! I'm so glad you had a great time today, Tracy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, ladies, I love you. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.